It is the Hells, and hi, I am Key.
I am D. What's up?
And this video is on getting to know us, getting to know more about us and who we are. I know we just popped up out of nowhere, and y'all like, who are these strange people? So I want to start with, yes, we are a married couple. We've been married for 2 years, almost 3, together for almost 5. I'm going to give a little backstory about how we met, but after we introduce ourselves. So I am a college student. I'm a grad student at Texas Women University. I'm getting my master's in family studies with an emphasis in family resource management, and I'll graduate with a certification to be a family life educator. I also got my undergrad at Wiley College in sociology.
Currently working on my degree at TW as well. Getting my degree, my master's in kinesiology, emphasis on coaching. I also went to Wiley College. That's where we met. We'll talk about that either later in the video or on another video. In my undergrad, I got it was mass communications, and again, we've been married for 2 years, going on 3, and we've been together for 5 years. So that's a little backstory about who we are.
The Hells. So I guess we could just really jump in and introduce, tell the story on how we met.
Yeah. If you want
All right. So I think he should tell the story because it's more really of his story. I shouldn't tell the story because he pursued me.
Well, I always go play basketball with my friends, and one day I decided not to go play basketball, and I was like, who is this short hair girl? I was like, who is she? She's really beautiful. I want to get to know her. And I was really nervous to talk to her the first time I saw her. But the next day I did the same exact thing. Because normally my guys, we go hoop every day. And then after we play basketball, we go to the cafeteria. So these particular days of this week, I decided to stop playing basketball with them. And that night before I started actually talking to her, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her because I'm a very introvert person. I don't like talking to people in the open. And so the next day I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk to her. She was like, man, who is this awkward dude? And stuff like that. So I'm gonna let her talk about her side once I'm done speaking on my perspective on how we met. And so after that we talked maybe every once in a blue moon in a calf, and yeah, I'm gonna let you talk.
All right.
Yeah.
So what happened was, this is my perspective and how I felt about it. I used to always go to the calf with my friend Brittany and Brianna and Jasmine. So when we would all go to the calf, we'd be sitting out there waiting because calf open at 5, so we'd be out there waiting. So everybody that went to Wiley know that when I was going, we used to go to the old calf, not the new calf, which is the student union. So we'd be sitting out there waiting for the calf to open. So one day I saw him walk up, and I was just like, who's that short dude? Like, who's that? Like, who is that? Like, it's not that I was interested. I don't know. He just caught my attention because I was just like, who is that? Because I've never seen him before. And Wiley's small, so you see the same people every day, all the time. And it was the beginning of the school year because school had started August, right? Late August. But I didn't meet him until September. So I was just like, who is that? Because I ain't never seen him before, right? So fast forward, the same day or the next day, he came to my table and he sat with us. And I was just like, who is this? Like, why he coming over here? I don't know him. So he would sit and try to hold conversations with us. And I'd be like, oh, my God, who is this? He is so talkative. He tell people he's an introvert and he don't talk. But he does talk. If he like you or he feel like you're an interested person or he comfortable with you, he gonna talk to you. So every day, regularly, he would be trying to talk. And sometimes I would talk back. And as I'm going through this in my head, it sounded like he took a lot of days for me to talk to him. It really didn't take that long. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get there. So he would just, constantly hold conversations with us. We would hold conversations back, and then it would just not be at dinner time. I would see him. I start seeing him at lunchtime too. So then at lunch and dinner, he was sitting with us, and like talking to us and stuff like that. Mind you, I didn't know he had friends yet because it was just him. I was just like, oh, he don't have no friends. Maybe that's why he tried to talk to us. But anyway, so we talking, blase, blase, all this. So one day he had asked, I think you had asked for my Twitter.
Yeah,
I think he had asked for my Twitter. It was really some conversations before that. It was a conversation where my husband thought I was gay. He was like, "Are you gay?" And I was just like, "No." And he was like, "Okay." I guess he was trying to figure out, like, if I wanted to talk to him or how he could pursue me, or I don't know. He just wanted to know. So then he asked for my Twitter. And then I gave him my Twitter. So this is where I feel like we became friends, because then we start following each other on Twitter. And that's when I found out, like, he had a lot of Twitter followers. So I was like, who is this? Hold on, wait a minute. He's someone important, right? So then we keep talking to each other. So one day it was my friend Brittany and my friend Kenny, to the bros. Hey, to the bros. He was like, we walked to the corner store down the street, right? And so then we was all walking, and so then he walked me into the other side of the campus where my dorm was. So this really not far compared to any other campus, but on Wiley College campus, that is far. So he walked me to the old camp to Dogan, and he had asked for my number, and I was just like, I'm a broke college student. I don't have a phone. My phone is off. So, but right, there's Wi-Fi. So we would kick each other. We would kick each other all the time. Every morning, from the day he got my kick, he would message me every morning to like the morning to the sun down, sun up. Like it was regular rotation. Like he never missed a moment of texting me or messaging me. So then I think that's really when I really started realizing that I liked him. Because at first I wasn't really interested. I was just like, you know, he's not really my type, blase, and all that. But when I really got to know him and got to know his personality, I really started gravitating towards him. And he was really sweet and nice. He's really smart. One reason I really like my husband, because I found out how smart he was. He's really intelligent, and he likes to have intellectual conversations. So that's when I was like, yeah. And so then he was funny. So he was always telling me jokes and making me laugh. So it was one day we was outside, and we were talking, but we wasn't together. And I was just like, like if we gonna, like we need to get together, because this is not just gonna be no we talking or no situationship, because I didn't want no situationship. I feel like right before I got to Wiley, I was already in a situationship, and I didn't want another one. So I was like, okay, so what we gonna do? How we gonna move forward? So he was trying to play hard to get. So now I'm gonna let him tell his side of the story.
That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, he was trying to play hard to get, like, what if I don't want to be in a relationship? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna talk to you no more, because what you mean you don't want to be in a relationship? We acting like we in one, so we fit to be in one. So basically, here we are, 5 years later, married. And yeah, that's really it. I mean, things we like to do, I can tell y'all the things we enjoy as the Hells, or why I really feel like it was a good time for us to get married. Because a lot of people be like, well, y'all so young, how y'all get married, or why y'all decide to get married? I feel like, one, we had the same understanding and values on marriage, or like we didn't really have the same beliefs of everyone else. Oh, you need to already have yourself together when you're married and all this. Me and him both believed and felt like we can grow and build together. And so I really felt that we have done that. Like, we absolutely, everything that we have now, we did not have then. And I really appreciate of that. We motivate each other and we push each other. I feel like we bring out the best in each other. So that's why I was just like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind getting married to him, and I didn't mind and I love being married to him, because it's like, it's really fun. We both grow every day. Like I said, we motivate and push each other. Like, when I got into when I got into my master's program, I feel like my husband was like, I need to get back on my stuff and let me get into my master's program. So he did, and I'm 10 hours away from graduating, and he's halfway done.
Yeah.
Right?
About almost the same.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really it. And I guess I'm gonna let him talk some more, because I don't want to talk a lot.
Before we end this video, I would like to say what we like to do. We love going to the movies with each other. We're not really outgoing people, like going to parties and clubs like that. So we don't drink or smoke. So we stay away from that type of dealings. And we keep God first, of course, but we like just doing stuff that, not saying too comfortable for us, but we like doing stuff that's in our comfort zone. So, for example, going to the movies. We love going out to eat.
Food is my favorite thing.
Yeah, food is her favorite stuff to eat. And that's pretty much about it. Also, lastly, she's a Delta, and I'm a Sigma, of course. So that's pretty much end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please subscribe. It is very important. It's imperative that y'all subscribe to our channel so y'all don't miss the good content. And please feel free to drop anything that you want to know about us. We will be doing a Q&A. We also will be doing we're gonna surprise y'all with the content that we gonna have on our channel, but we want y'all to stay active and alert. We want y'all to be prepared for anything, because y'all don't know what the hell is gonna bring. Yes, we may be seem ordinary and basic, but we got some surprises up our sleeves, okay? For y'all people.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter. It's gonna be in our description box, right?
Yeah.
It's in our description box. So if y'all don't watch this video, y'all gonna go to our description box. Y'all gonna follow us on Twitter. Y'all can follow our joint page that we have, and y'all can follow both our Instagrams and my separate Twitter that I do and actively use. I mean, I don't have no followers, so follow me back. You know.
All right. Again, like, comment, subscribe.
Subscribe.